Hey everybody, JTO here, obviously. And I want to start with a question. What do we mean when we use the word rape? Now, rape is a major favorite topic among feminists, particularly since they seem bent on continuously expanding, broadening, and diluting the definition of that word. If you went back 20 years and you asked somebody what is rape, they would give you a description of something that was like a violent, physical, brutal assault, maybe an aggravated assault, resulting in injury or disruption of your life, which had a sexual component. Forcible sex with a major component of violence. And you would agree, as I do today, that that's a violent crime. It's a major offense. We also have a definition of rape which we would typically call date rape, meaning forcible sex obtained through coercion or manipulation. And I think that also should be correctly categorized as a serious crime. But we have a whole array of minor inconveniences now categorized under the term rape, such as having sex with somebody and then later regretting it. Like, well, we had sex and it seemed like a good idea at the time and now I feel bad, or I'm embarrassed in front of my friends, or I was in a relationship and now I have to cover it up. Or maybe the guy represented his income as he's a partner in a law firm and in fact he's a bike courier. All of these things, minor inconveniences, minor hurt feelings, are now increasingly being encompassed under the term rape, sometimes even in law. Why are we doing that? Well, I think the goal is so that minor first world problems, trivial, baloney, non-important hurt feelings issues have this attached gravity associated to a violent physical sexual assault that we properly think of as a crime, although we're attaching that deep gravity to something that's just a minor, know-nothing, who-cares inconvenience, a first-world problem. But this has a consequence, and that the consequence is that if the vast majority of the things we call rape are just minor inconveniences, why do we still care when there's a rape? If most of what is encompassed under that word is just a who cares minor inconvenience. In fact, why are we still treating rape as a major crime when most of what is going on under that terminology is minor inconvenience at best? Now, there's a feminist propaganda film of an East Indian woman walking around talking about how she gets raped multiple times per day by her friends and family. Like when they engage in friendly teasing. When people look at her, she says, "Oh, I'm raped when people look at me. I'm raped by looks." It's pretty clear she doesn't think that somebody looking at her with their eyes results in penetration of one or more of her bodily orifices. She's just in a state of mind where she thinks she's a member of royalty and people should avert their eyes because they're dirty peasants. If you're raped by looks. And yet, we're using that term rape because it carries that huge emotional impact associated with being a physically violent and brutal crime. Well, the feminist enterprise, after the Giangameshi case, there seems to be a great big push to eliminate presumption of innocence, to eliminate evidentiary inquiry, eliminate examination of an accuser, cross-examination, inquiry into the facts, eliminate all of that legal protection and just make the accusation into a condemnation, that we just create some sort of apparatus to immediately punish, imprison, destroy somebody based on accusation, accompanied with all this broadening of the definition of rape. Well, I think the best way to remove all of the due process surrounding an accusation of rape is make rape not a crime. Now, there's a pickup artist who argued for this, something like this. He was kidding. I'm not. I don't think a violent sexual assault should be legal. That should be a crime. Absolutely. Violence against a person is and should be treated seriously as a serious crime. But there is a powerful movement to use that word which has such deep connotation, such emotional impact, to encompass a lot of touchy-feely, who gives a shit, first world inconveniences. Minor problems that if I encountered in my daily business, I would barely break my stride over. If you're raped by looks, or by people saying words, or just minor bad feelings after a sexual encounter that you later regret having, then I'm asking why I or any other member of the public should treat that seriously, should continue to regard that as something for the criminal code to become involved in, the courts and the police. You want to remove due process? Fine. Let's remove rape from the law books. We're going to have something else to deal with actual violent sexual assaults, though. Thanks very much for listening, and have a lovely day.